Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz show where the lowest scorers are the biggest winners. Let's meet today's players. Couple number one.
Hi, my name's Grace. This is my good friend Ian, and we met at college in Belfast.
Couple number two.
Hello, I'm Rob from Hainault, near Ilford in Essex, and this is my dear old dad. He lives in Burgess Hill, which is near Brighton.
Couple number three.
Hi, my name's Dave, this is Frank, and we're taxi drivers from Leeds.
And couple number four.
Hello, my name's Joanna. I live in Essex at the moment, but originally I'm a Geordie, and this is my eldest daughter, Lucy.
And these, ladies and gentlemen, are today's contestants. We'll hear a bit more about all of you throughout the show as it goes along. That just leaves one person for me to introduce. He's a man so bright that astrologists gather to watch him pass the Earth's orbit every 80 years. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Hi, everybody. Hiya. Afternoon.
How are you?
Really well. We had a great show last time, didn't we?
Didn't we just, yeah.
We had two of these pairs. We had Grace and Ian got all the way through to the head-to-head, and they did very well.
Yep.
Dave and Frank
got
trouble, as you'd expect from a couple of Leeds cabbies. But didn't we have an amazing endgame? We had Alice and Ingrid, and they gave us a pointless answer during the 60 seconds, but forgot to say it afterwards. They gave us 3 answers, didn't win the money. So the money's still there, guys. It was a terrific end to the show for everyone apart from Alice and Ingrid.
They got a couple of trophies, though, Richard.
They did. They got a trophy each, so they were delighted.
I think they were happier with it.
They said afterwards they didn't really want the money.
Yeah.
That would cheapen this trophy, they both said to me.
Exactly right.
I'm almost certain that's what they said.
Yeah. Thanks very much. Now, all our questions on Pointless have been put to 100 people before the show. Our contestants here need to find the obscure answers those 100 people didn't get. Everybody's, of course, looking for a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people gave, and each time that happens, we will add 250 quid to the jackpot. As Richard said, Alice and Ingrid didn't win the jackpot last time, so we add another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £9,250. There we are. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. OK, in this round, I'll take an answer from each of you, but there is to be no conferring. Whichever pair has the highest score at the end of the round will then be heading home. OK, our first category is fiction. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and our question concerns books with colourful titles. Books with colourful titles, Richard.
On each pass, we're going to show you the name of 7 books, each of which have a colour in the title, but we've left that colour out. Can you fill it in, please? There's going to be 14 in all to have a go at home, so very, very best of luck.
OK, so we are looking for the missing colours from these books' titles. And here is our first board. Devil in a Blank Dress, Walter Mosley. Chrome Blank, Aldous Huxley. The Blank Letter, Nathaniel Hawthorne. The Blank Mile, Stephen King. The Blank Spyglass, Philip Pullman. The Blank Petal and the White, Michel Faber. The Blank Chair, C.S. Lewis. Let me read those all one last time. Devil in a Blank Dress, Walter Mosley. Chrome Blank, Aldous Huxley. The Blank Letter, Nathaniel Hawthorne. The Blank Mile, Stephen King. The Blank Spyglass, Philip Pullman. The Blank Petal and the White, Michel Faber. And The Blank Chair, C.S. Lewis. There we are. 7 books with colours missing from their title. Now then, Grace and Ian, you all drew lots before the show, and today you get to go first, you lucky things. Grace.
Yes.
Now, remind us, last time we discovered that you are a music journalist.
Yep.
Whereabouts are you from?
I'm living in Belfast, but I'm from the north coast of Northern Ireland.
OK, and you design clothes in your spare time. And are you wearing any Grace designs today?
Nope.
Why not? You're on BBC One, Grace.
I know.
Surely this is the time to showcase.
I just don't think my bright, colourful patterns would agree with the camera.
I'm wearing some Grace designs, so I'm wearing a pleated miniskirt that was designed by Grace.
That's one of yours, is it? I like that.
It's not bad, is it?
Bit short, that's what I'm going to say. A little bit. Anyway, Grace, there we are. 7 book titles. Can you find a nice obscure one?
I know 4, so again, it's just deciding which one would be the lowest. I'm going to go for C.S. Lewis because The Chronicles of Narnia are my favourite books ever growing up, so I'm going to say The Silver Chair.
The Silver Chair, says Grace. Silver, let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 said The Silver Chair. It's absolutely right. 21. Not bad at all. 21 for the silver chair.
Good start to the show, as you say, one of the Chronicles of Narnia series. There's also an Australian rock band called Silverchair.
OK, now then, Len.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Len.
Thank you.
And yet nice of you to have brought your son with you.
Yeah, I didn't like to leave him at home on his own.
Where are you from, Len?
I'm from Burgess Hill, near Brighton.
What do you like getting up to in Burgess Hill?
I play bowls occasionally, and I spend a lot of time watching game shows on television.
Good thing to do. How do you find this board?
One of the problems is, of course, I'm colourblind. So this is an absolute guess. Stephen King, The Green Mile.
Do you mean the Red Mile? Is that what you're saying with your colourblindness? The Green Mile. The Green Mile, says Len. And is that really a guess?
Yeah.
OK, well, let's find out. The Green Mile, is it right? Is that a good guess? How many people said the Green Mile if it's right? Absolutely right. Very well done, Len. Oh, 68. For the Green Mile.
Yes, a big score that is. It was famously a film as well with Tom Hanks. Len lives just up the road from my mum.
That's nice.
Yeah. Still got 68 points though, so there's no favouritism on this show, is there?
That's good. Well done. Now then, Dave, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Now, remind us what happened last time.
We lost in the second round due to my partner's lack of knowledge of composers.
Yeah, William Gershwin. We'll draw a veil over that. We'll only mention it a couple more times.
William Gershwin.
William Gershwin. Now then, Dave, what are you going to go for?
Yeah, I think Aldous Huxley possibly wrote a book called Chrome Yellow.
Chrome Yellow, Aldous Huxley, says Dave. Chrome Yellow. Let's see if yellow's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said that. Absolutely right. Very well done, Dave. Solidly into single figures there. 7 for Chrome Yellow.
Good answer, Dave. It's actually Aldous Huxley's first novel. It's also a very popular colour for cabs, isn't it?
What colour's your cab, Dave?
Black with flecks of rust and dirt.
How about yours, Frank?
Similar, top quality black, yeah. When it's washed, I think you can just about see it's still black.
Is that a standard colour for Leeds?
It's just the weather up there. You'd love it. Book a fortnight in August.
Now then, Joanna. Joanna, welcome to the show. Great to have you here. You used to be a head teacher.
I did, yes.
When did you stop doing that?
3 years ago now.
What was the main thing you learned as a head teacher?
That you've got to be prepared to work 24/7, and you've got to be extremely tolerant and able to react to anything that comes your way, and not to be surprised by anything that happens.
OK. Are you at all surprised by this? Has this caught you unawares, or are you all right?
I know some of them. Yeah. There's one I wouldn't be sure of. But I think I will go with the third one down. Nathaniel Hawthorne is The Scarlet Letter.
Are there any others you want just to take us through, as you're the last person
well, it
to
would
have
be
this
The Amber
board?
Spyglass, Philip Pullman, and I think it's The Crimson Petal and the White, but I'm not 100% of that, so it would be The Scarlet Letter.
OK, you are going to go for The Scarlet Letter, Nathaniel Hawthorne. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Scarlet. Absolutely right. 17, very well done. Second lowest score of the pass.
You were right about the other two as well, Joanna. That would have scored you fewer points as well, because it is The Amber Spyglass. That would have scored you 13 points. And The Crimson Petal and the White, there was a TV adaptation of it recently. It's a terrific book. And that would have scored you 5 points, would have been a great answer. And the Walter Mosley novel's also been a film with Denzel Washington. It's Devil in a Blue Dress, would have scored 12. So Crimson Petal and the White, actually the best answer up there. Very well done if you got all of those.
Thanks very much. Well, halfway through the round, let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Dave and Frank looking the best so far. Lovely low score from Dave there of 7, up to 17 where we find Joanna and Lucy, then up to 21, Grace and Ian, and then Len and Rob. Well, that was bad luck. 68.
It's the guess, you see.
It was the guess. Well, at least it was right. So, yeah, Rob, a little bit of pressure on you in the next pass. Try and find a nice low-scoring answer. We'll hope that's enough to keep you in the game. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more titles on the board, and here they are. We have got Anne of Blank Gables, L.M. Montgomery. Blank Slam, Robert Crace. The Blank Tiger, Aravind Adiga. Blank Dragon, Thomas Harris. Half of a Blank Sun, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Agnes Blank, Anne Bronte. The Colour Blank, Alice Walker. I'll read those all again. Anne of Blank Gables, L.M. Montgomery. Blank Slam, Robert Crace. The Blank Tiger, Aravind Adiga. Blank Dragon, Thomas Harris. Half of a Blank Sun, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Agnes Blank, Anne Bronte. And The Colour Blank, Alice Walker. There we are. Now, remember, we're looking for the missing colours from these book titles. And Lucy, you're going to try and find the one you think the fewest of our 100 people knew. Lucy, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What do you do, Lucy?
I'm currently on maternity leave, but when I'm not muddling through motherhood, I'm an assistant head teacher at a large primary school in West London.
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
You've got education covered there on that 4th podium, haven't you? Back in the days when you had spare time, what did you like to do?
Big fan of Amdram. Yeah.
Very good.
Joined a lovely amateur dramatic society in West Ealing, where we have probably a lot more fun than the audience do, but that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. OK, now then, Lucy, what do you make of this board?
I think I know 5 of them. I'm just trying to decide which would be the fewest points. But I think I'm going to go for the 3rd one, the White Tiger.
The White Tiger, says Lucy. Let's see if that's right. You're on 17. The high scorers on 68 are Rob and Len. You want to be scoring 50 or less to get through to the next round. There's your red line. How many of our 100 said the White Tiger? It's correct. Very well done. You've done it. 16. An even better score than your mum's. That takes your total up to 33. Richard.
Yeah, just beat your mum by 1 point there. Very well done. Yeah, won the Man Booker Prize a few years ago, White Tiger.
Now then, Frank.
Hello
So
again.
we are looking for the full book titles from which the colours have been removed.
Can we try and drag this out so I'm here for a little bit longer?
Does that mean you don't know any of these?
I was hoping for the Little Red Riding Hood, but I'll give it a go. I think I've got one. You ready for it?
Yeah.
I'm going to go for the colour purple.
The colour purple, says Frank. OK, well, you want to be scoring 60 or less with this to see your way through to the next round. There's your red line. Will the colour purple get you below it? Let's find out. Absolutely right. You've done it. Oh, just 57. Very well done. 64 your total.
Yeah, well done, Frank. The Colour Purple won the Pulitzer Prize in 1983.
OK, now then, this is the moment of truth. Rob, welcome to the show. It's lovely to have you here. What do you do, Rob?
I'm an assistant head teacher as well.
No.
In a comprehensive school in North London, Gladesmore Community School in Haringey.
They'll all be watching now, won't they?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. What do you teach?
I'm a maths teacher.
Right, OK. Do you read a lot of books with colours in the title?
No, he pinched mine. Little Red Riding Hood. That was my. No, it's. I have to say, there's good news and bad news here. The good news is that on the last board, I hadn't got a clue at all. So I'm very pleased that I've got this board. The bad news is that I think that the one I'm going to go for isn't going to score negative, and therefore it could be too many.
OK, well, you are the high scorers, as you've
Yes.
spotted, being a maths teacher and all. 68, yes. You are 4 ahead of Frank and Dave. So, what is the one you're going to go for, Rob?
Well, I'm going to go for the only book on there that I've actually read, and I hope that I've read Red Dragon.
Red Dragon, the Thomas Harris. No red line for you. You're the high scorers, but let's see. How many of our 100 said the Red Dragon? Absolutely right. 35. 35 takes your total up to 103.
First book to feature Hannibal Lecter, Red Dragon. The pride of Gladesmore has been upheld. Rob, well done. I mean, you're probably going home, but...
Ian, finally we come to you. Now, remind us what happened last time. how did you do?
We got to the head-to-head. We narrowly missed out on a Batman villain's question.
You did.
And then Aussie slang got the better of us, I'm afraid. By
Okay,
1 point.
by 1 point. Now then, time to redeem all that. Put that behind you. You can talk us through the board, Ian.
Okay, I'll be honest. I'm nervous. I'm not big on fiction. I'm a non-fiction reader, making my excuses early. I'm going to play it safe, I think. But whether or not it'll be enough to get us through, different matter.
Well, just before you give your answer, you have to score 81 or less. That's how far you are behind the high scorers, Rob and Len.
Agnes blank is sort of appealing to me. I think it's going to be a bland colour, but I'm not confident enough to go for it. So,
what would you go for if you're going for Agnes?
Agnes Brown.
Okay, yep. So, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for Anne of Green Gables.
Anne of Green Gables. Okay, here is your red line. It's quite high. But will Anne of Green Gables get you below that? Let's find out. Is it right? How many people said it? It's right. Oh, you've done it just. Look at that, 79. Oh. That takes your total neatly up to 100. Very, very well done, Ian. That did exactly what it needed to do.
That was
and no
close,
more.
wasn't it? Yeah, 50 million copies sold worldwide. Now, if you'd said Agnes Brown, you'd have been knocked out because it would have scored you 100 points. It's Agnes Grey. It would have scored you 6 points. So well done if you said that at home. Do you know either of the other two? Half of a yellow sun.
Half a yellow sun.
Would have scored you 11 points. And the best answer on the board, the crime writer Robert Crace, Indigo Slam. Would have scored you 2 points. Very well done to anyone who got all 14 of those. That's very impressive.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our first round, the pair who'll be leaving us with their high score of 103, I'm afraid it's Rob and Len. I'm so sorry. Yes, the Green Mile. It didn't go down nearly far enough, I'm afraid, Len. But no, it was a good answer. But I'm sorry that it was such a high score. The good news is we get to see you again next time.
It could have been worse, because if I'd had that board, I was going to say the Golden Mile.
Oh, really? Well, there we are. Well, at least it was right.
Blackpool.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's a lovely day out.
Well, it's been lovely having you on the show, Rob and Len. We'll look forward to seeing you again next time. Thanks so much, meantime. Rob and Len, great contestants. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Well, 3 very strong pairs remain, but obviously there's only going to be room for 2 pairs in our head-to-head round. Now, Dave and Frank and Grace and Ian, you've all been here before, but then Lucy and Joanna were the low scorers in that round. So I'd say it was very, very close at this stage. Frank, just one more round to go before you can pool your knowledge with Dave. OK, best of luck. Our category for round 2 is family films. Family films. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, so our question concerns the Muppets. The Muppets, Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you a picture now of the Muppets from their most recent film. We just need you to tell us the name of any of the characters you're about to see on this image. Very best of luck.
OK, so we're going to show you the image, and here it comes. There we are. There is the image. That will stay up throughout the whole round, and all you have to do is name 1 character each from that picture. Now then, Ian. Ian, you a fan of the Muppets?
I've never watched the Muppets.
OK.
I know 2.
What are your tactics going to be, Ian? Are you going to make someone up, or are you going to go for one of the 2?
If I was to make one up and it got 100 points, it would do a lot worse than if I was to guess at one of the obvious ones. So I'm going to guess at Miss Piggy. In fact, that's not a guess. That's a definite. That's a definite. That's one of my definites.
That's where you're dead
Miss Piggy.
search. You're going to go for Miss Piggy. OK, well, let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 said Miss Piggy. Look at that. Wow. Wow, 98. She'll be pleased about that. 98 for Miss Piggy.
Well,
That's
it's
a
not 100.
punishing score. You're absolutely right. It is not.
Yeah, that's a spectacularly high. So we don't need a maths teacher on the show to let us know that's a pretty high score, isn't
That's
it?
pretty high.
That's good name recognition.
Yeah,
For a pig.
for a pig. Dave, how are you on the Muppets?
Yeah, all right.
You went out on one once.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Stadler.
Stadler.
Yeah.
Stadler, says Dave. Let's see if Stadler's right. Let's see how many people said Stadler. Oh, I'm afraid that's incorrect. You score 100 points. I tell you what, well, listen, there's consolation. You're only 2 points ahead of Ian and Grace.
I will go through all the answers at the end of the round.
Joanna, The Muppets.
The Muppets.
You didn't look that thrilled with
I
The
feel a
Muppets.
bit of one, actually, at the moment, yeah, looking at this. I would know too, but I think they're pretty obvious. I'm going to go for Fuzzy Bear.
Fuzzy Bear, says Joanna. Fuzzy Bear. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. It's right. 37. 37, Joanna. Very well done indeed. Best score of the pass.
The original puppet is kept in the Polka Theatre in Wimbledon. That scored you 37 points. Well done, Joanna.
Fabulous. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Joanna, well done. Oh, the Muppet Massacre. What a round this has been so far. High scores everywhere, apart from Joanna and Lucy there, looking fantastic on 37. Then up to 98, where we find Ian and Grace, and then up to 100, where we find Dave and Frank. We'll find out, Dave. We'll find out what went wrong there.
Inquest.
Yeah, there will be a steward's inquiry. Of that we can be certain. OK, well, Frank, you know what you have to do. Very, very best of luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, now then, Lucy.
Yeah.
Lucy, Muppets characters.
Yes. OK. There's obviously a really obvious one, but I'm worried that it's going to be also very high. So I think I'm going to go for Animal.
Animal, says Lucy. Animal, you're on 37. The high scorers are Frank and Dave on 100. You want to be scoring 62 or less. There's your red line. Let's see if Animal can get you below that line. It's right. Yep, you've done it. Well done. 36. Once again, one lower than your mother. 73 your total. Richard.
Yeah, Joanna, you need to up your game. That's twice in a row you've been beaten by one. Animal, yeah, he's the drummer, of course. Famously asked, do you prefer drums to food? He said drums are food.
Now then, Frank, you're the high scorers. We need a low score, and we need it big.
Thanks very much. I've not watched The Muppets for about 35 years, so I'm going off memory.
It's OK. I trust your memory, Frank.
And I'm going to take a gamble, which means I might be sitting on my own on the way home. But I think we need a good one, so I'm going to gamble on a character called Gonzo.
Gonzo. OK, let's find out. Gonzo, there's no red line for you, the high scorers, but let's see. Is Gonzo right? And if it is, how many people said it? It's good. $39. Very well done. 139 your total. Richard.
Yeah, it's going to be tense on that last podium for Grace. He's a stuntman and daredevil. No one quite knows what species Gonzo is.
Now then, Grace.
Yes.
So we want the names of any of these Muppets.
I know the really obvious one that no one said is Kermit the Frog. So I'm really scraping the barrel. I actually was speaking with my brother recently about the names of the Muppets characters, and I hope I can remember two of them. I think I know the two in the top right corner. I think the one with the funny nose is called Beaker, but I'm going to go for the brown one. I think it's called Grover.
Grover is your answer. There is your red line. High scorers are Frank and Dave on 139. You're on 98. You want to score 40 or less. Grover, says Grace. Let's see if Grover's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Bad luck, Grace. I'm so sorry. An incorrect answer. That scores you the maximum of 100 points, takes your total up to 198. Frank and Dave.
Oh, miracle.
My bad.
There we are. Richard.
Sorry, Grace. Grover is a monster on Sesame Street. The one on the top right is actually Rolf, and he would have scored you 10 points. I'm afraid you were, even worse than that, you were right about Beaker, and he would have scored you 18 points. We've seen you safely through. Now, Dave, to clear yours up, we couldn't accept it. You said Stadler. It's Statler. Yeah, it's Statler and Waldorf, both named after Hilton hotels in New York. There is a pointless answer up. There's only one, and it's one of the new characters for the film. In fact, he was one of the biggest characters in it, Walter. So very well done if you said Walter. That was a pointless answer. Some of the lowest scorers, Zoot and Dr. Teeth would have scored you 3. Janice would have scored you 4. And Scooter and Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, they both would have scored you 6. Let's take a look at the biggest answers, the ones that most of our 100 people said. Gonzo, 39. That was actually the 3rd highest scorer of all. Kermit only got 96, lost out to Miss Piggy. We've already seen Miss Piggy, of course, with 98. At least you didn't join the 200 club. I think it may have been the closest we've ever had to the 200 club without being in it. But...
Thanks very much, Richard. So, Grace and Ian, I'm afraid that means you are our high scorers, and I'm afraid we have to say goodbye to you now. And I'm afraid this really is goodbye.
We had fun, though. That's
Well, so have we. It's been lovely having you on the show. Thank you both so much for playing. Grace and Ian, everyone. Lovely. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it's now time for our head-to-head. Well, congratulations, Lucy and Joanna, Dave and Frank. You are 1 step closer to the final and a chance of playing for our jackpot, which currently stands at £9,250. So, to decide who gets to play for that money in the pointless final, you are now going to go head-to-head. This time, you are allowed to confer. The first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. OK, here comes your first question, and it concerns 8-letter countries. 8-letter countries, Richard.
I'm going to show you the names of 5 8-letter countries now, but all in anagram form. Can you unscramble them and give us the correct answers, please? Good luck.
OK, let's reveal our 5 anagrams, and here they are. We have got Vino Sail, Romeo Can, Polar Tug, Glib Aura, and A Thin Lad. I'll read those all one last time. Vino Sail, Romeo Can, Polar Tug, Glib Aura, and A Thin Lad. Now, Lucy and Joanna, you've played best throughout the show so far, so you get to go first. I'll just give you a moment or two.
Top one, Slovenia. I don't know. Do you think? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
OK, well, we think we know 3, but we're going to go for the top one and say Slovenia.
Slovenia. Vino Sail, Slovenia, say Lucy and Joanna. Dave and Frank, talk us through the board.
You know any?
Yeah. Cameroon.
Yeah.
Portugal.
Yeah.
Bulgaria. Thailand.
Yeah.
Cameroon, I think.
No.
Yeah. What? Cameroon must be.
You know what? If you get it wrong...
Well, on my head.
Yeah, exactly. At least you're shouting.
I think Slovenia's a better answer than all of them, but Cameroon, I think. What would you think?
Yeah, Frank, what would you think?
Well, Portugal took me the longest one to get.
Cameroon.
But, you know, he's team captain. At this point, I was told I wouldn't have to think anymore, so I'll go
Cameroon.
We'll go Cameroon, yeah.
There we are. OK, Cameroon, say Dave and Frank. Lucy and Joanna went with Slovenia. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 said it. Slovenia is right. Ooh, still going down. Look at that, 15. Very well done. Good call, Lucy and Joanna. Now, here's the moment of truth. Dave and Frank have gone for Cameroon. Romeo Can. Let's see if it's right. Then let's see if it'll beat 15. Cameroon. Absolutely right. Oh, 24. 24 for Cameroon. Well done, Lucy and Joanna. After one question, you are up 1-0.
You were absolutely right, though, Dave. It's the best answer you could have gone for, because Slovenia is the best answer on the board. So very well played. Polar Tug is Portugal. It's actually the biggest scorer of all, though, 59. That would have scored you. Glib Aura, Bulgaria. That would have scored 28. And A Thin Lad, Thailand, which would have been 49.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. OK, here comes your second question. Dave and Frank, you get to go first this time, but you have to win this one to stay in the game. And it concerns Jay-Z. Jay-Z. Richard.
I'll show you 5 clues now to facts about rapper and musician Jay-Z. Can you give us the most obscure answer to one of these, please?
OK, let's reveal our 5 clues to Jay-Z, and here they come. We have got his birth name, the title of his memoir, first published in 2010, the singer he married in 2008, 2007 hit single for Rihanna, on which he provided a rap verse, and the singer who is the featured artist on his 2009 single, Empire State of Mind. I'll read those all one last time. His birth name, the title of his memoir, first published in 2010, the singer he married in 2008, the 2007 hit single for Rihanna, on which he provided a rap verse, and the singer who's the featured artist on his 2009 single, Empire State of Mind. There we are, 5 clues to facts about Jay-Z. Dave and Frank, you go first.
You think?
Do you know yours?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, so you go the one you know.
I think he married Beyonce Knowles in 2008.
OK, Beyonce Knowles, he married in 2008, you are saying. Now then, Lucy and Joanna.
Right.
Talk us through the board, Joanna.
Yeah, I would love to, yeah, but unfortunately I can't.
I think we only know one other, don't we,
I
Mum?
think we possibly know one other, which is the bottom one. I think the singer on the Empire State of Mind is Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys.
I think.
Oh, Dave, upset by that.
He said that.
Well, this is exciting, isn't it?
Certainly, it's a test of Frank now, isn't it?
Yeah. So then,
Who's going to be sitting on their own on the way home? Sorry.
Dave and Frank have said Beyonce Knowles. Beyonce Knowles, the singer he married in 2008. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Beyonce. It's right. 43. Now then, Lucy and Joanna have said Alicia Keys was the singer featured on the Empire State of Mind single. Let's see if that's right. Alicia Keys. Is it right? How many people said it? It's right. Yep, it's done it. 25. Lucy and Joanna, well done you. After only 2 questions, you're through to the final 2-0. Brilliant. Richard?
If we told you at the beginning that you'd go through to the final on a question on Jay-Z, would you have believed us?
No.
Excellent. Yeah, married Beyonce. Beyonce's wedding ring is worth £2.5 million.
Wow, he did put a ring on it.
Yeah, he really did, didn't he?
Sure.
And then some. His birth name is Sean Carter. Would have scored you 4 points. The title of his memoir is an even better answer. Would have scored you 2 points if you said Decoded. Well done if you said that. And the Rihanna single was Umbrella. It's in the charts for 51 weeks. Would have scored you 24 points. So if you'd know, did you know Umbrella?
Yeah, but I didn't know that was the record. I knew Rihanna sang Umbrella, but I didn't know he was on it, no.
Well, I'm afraid the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head is Dave and Frank.
Been great.
Well, it's been fantastic.
Great.
I'm so sorry we have to see you go, though. You played amazingly well. And I thought the stage was set there for you to win that point, go on, win the head-to-head, and possibly walk away with the jackpot. But I'm afraid it wasn't to be. Dave and Frank, it's been lovely having you on the show. Thank you both so much for playing. Brilliant contestants. Dave and Frank. But for Lucy and Joanna, it's now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Lucy and Joanna. You've beaten all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. So very, very well done indeed. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £9,250. So whose idea was it to come on the show?
It was Lucy's, really.
It was mine, yeah.
Yeah.
And was your mum the first choice of teammate?
She was, actually, because I think we complement each other, and she's got a secret knowledge of rap stars.
Yes,
which is great.
I spotted
just
that.
in case that comes up.
Yeah, so we've tested you. We've had book titles, we've had Muppets, we've had 8-letter countries, and we've had Jay-Z. So there we are. Now, to win the money, all you have to do is find a pointless answer. First, though, you have to choose a category, and you have 5 choices to choose from, and here they are. World politics, film stars, Brazil, playwrights, international cricket.
Go on, you do the final decision. I leave it to you. You got me into this mess. So, you can try and get us out of it.
OK, we'll go with Brazil.
Brazil. Very, very best of luck. Let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many states of Brazil as they could. Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for any of the 27 areas that make up Brazil. That's 26 states and 1 federal district. So any of those 27 areas of Brazil, please. Very, very best of luck.
OK, you now have up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that jackpot of £9,250 is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yes.
We're ready.
OK, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK, there's one called Bahia, B-A-H-I-A.
Right.
And there's one that's like Rondônia. Rondôma. R-O-N-D-O-M. Rondôma. Something like that.
Right, and I don't think I'm any help to you, really, with
I'm just trying to think if there'll be anything
states.
that would be like
So round about the cities of Brazil. So round about, I mean, is there...
Brasilia might be a
I was going to say, is Brasilia likely to be a state as well as a...
And then maybe somewhere around Rio, Amazon. Just trying to think of this one that's beginning with R.
10 seconds left.
Rondôma.
OK.
Well, you have a go, Richard.
That's your
You
time
have a
up. We were looking for states of Brazil. I now need your 3 answers.
OK, so we're going to go with, I think it's Bahia.
Bahia.
And I think we'll go for...
Go for the one that...
Rondônia.
Rondônia.
And Brasilia.
Brasilia.
Yeah.
OK, Bahia, Rondônia and Brasilia. Of those 3, your best shot at a pointless answer.
I think Bahia, because I think
Bahia.
it is probably the only one that's right.
Sounds as good a reason as any. OK, we'll pop that last. Which is your least likely?
Brasilia.
Brasilia?
'Cause, yeah.
OK, let's put those up on the board in that order. And here they are. We have got Brasilia, Rondônia and Bahia. So we were looking for the states of Brazil. Your first answer, your least confident shot at a pointless answer was Brasilia. Only one of these answers has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot of £9,250. Let's see, how many people said Brasilia? Is it right? Nope.
No.
That was a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
It's presumably called Greater Brasilia. The Metropolitan District of Brasilia.
I'm sure.
So anyway, then not a correct answer. Unfortunately, not a pointless answer. So there we are. We've cleared that one out of the way. Only 2 more chances to win today's jackpot, but these are 2 much more realistic chances. These are the 2 you were... Well, the first one of these you were really struggling to remember. Do you think you got that right, Rondônia?
It's one of those things I've seen on a map, and I was just trying to go back into my visual memory again, and if it's not that, it's something similar, and I'll probably kick myself if I see the right one.
So you only know Brazil from a map?
Yes, my son, who's 9 months, I've got a sticker map that I put on his wall. So when I go in and see him 5 or 6 times a night...
You sort of stand there looking, thinking,
Looking
oh,
at
I
the
could be in
world map.
Rondônia. There we are. Well, who knows? Win with one of these 2 answers, and maybe you could be in Rondônia. You never know. I don't know, maybe Rondônia is not somewhere you want to go. I don't know. We'll discover. You can let us know. We're looking for states of Brazil. Let's hope nobody said your next answer, Rondônia. Again, this has to be right, then it has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot of £9,250. So let's see. Rondônia, is it right? No! OK, only one more chance to win today's jackpot. I haven't asked you what you do with the money. £9,250. Joanna?
Well, with that amount of money, I'm getting fitter, and so my youngest daughter's going to Kilimanjaro later this year, and I'd like to get fit enough to do something similar.
Lucy, how about you?
Something similar, but also...
Yeah, you can't say I would like some new shoes after that, can you?
Thanks. But also, my brother lives in Thailand at the moment, and so it'd be really nice to either fly over to see him or fly him back to see us, but travel.
Very good.
Or maybe go to Brazil and tell them that there needs to be a state of Rondomia.
You could establish it, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we are. Very good. OK, best of luck. Your third and final answer was your most confident answer. You had no hesitation putting this one last. Bahia. Now, this has to be correct. You're pretty sure it was correct.
Pretty sure, but then my brain is an odd thing sometimes.
OK, but then it has to be pointless. Let's find out. Is it pointless? Bahia, is it correct? Best of luck. It's right. OK, Brasilia, an incorrect answer. Rondomia, an incorrect answer. But all that mattered was that one of these was correct, and it's Bahia. Down it goes. If this goes down to 0, you leave... Oh, no! Oh, bad luck, bad luck. That was just too perfect. I just loved the idea of you studying that map. Oh, I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, not a pointless answer. I wish that had been pointless. But I'm afraid you didn't find a pointless answer, which means I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot of £9,250, which rolls over onto the next show. But we have really enjoyed having you here.
Thank
and,
you.
of course, you do get to take away the pointless trophy, so very, very well
that'd be
done.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Had a lovely time. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was very unlucky. And Rondomia, actually, when you went through in the 60 seconds, you spelt it out perfectly as Rondonia, which is what it is called. So you have seen it on the map. Would have scored you 3 points, though.
Oh, okay.
So would
That
only
makes
have
me feel a bit better.
extended the agony, but it's Rondonia. And Brasilia is in the Distrito Federal, which is one of the 27 states. Let's take a look at some of the pointless answers, though. There's a few up there. I hope none of these are on the map. Espirito Santo is the Holy Spirit. Goiás, which is in the Brazilian highlands. Maranhão, also a pointless answer. Mato Grosso do Sol would have been a pointless answer. Mato Grosso itself would have scored you 5 points. Paraíba and Piauí, which is where we get vowels from. That would have been a pointless answer. Rio Grande do Norte, which is in the northeast, was a pointless answer. And Sergipe is the smallest state of all, and that was pointless as well. That's all the pointless answers out there. Very well done if you said any of those. And apologies to any Brazilians or Portuguese speakers for my pronunciation.
Thanks very much indeed. Well, unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to you, Lucy and Joanna, but we've loved having you on the show. Thank you both so much for playing. Lucy and Joanna, fantastic. Well, Lucy and Joanna didn't win our jackpot today, so it rolls over, which means on the next show, we will be playing for £10,250. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.